Every fortune has a price, and today you'll discover the highest one ever paid. It was a regular Tuesday morning when Amanda woke up to the buzz of her phone, a familiar icon, a trusted app, and a message in bold, "Urgent, your government. Benefits are at risk, please verify your account via instant transfer." It looked real. The message carried the national emblem, her full name, address, and social security number. Everything seemed official, and in a country where fear of losing something outweighs the hope of gaining more, she made the transfer. Within 10 minutes, her account was empty. Within 24 hours, she realized she was just one more victim in a growing storm, the Pix Scam, a digital heist spreading like wildfire. What Amanda, John, Carla, and thousands of others didn't know was that they were being hunted, and the trap had been set months in advance using leaked data, digital behavior profiling, and carefully crafted emotional triggers. This scam didn't come out of nowhere. It was built like a business, with organized departments, daily goals, and even customer service scripts. Victims would call what they believed was their bank's support line, complete with hold music and agents who knew everything about their lives. The catch? None of it was real. Behind the screens were social engineers, experts at manipulating people through urgency, fear, and false authority. They used AI-cloned voices, fake messages from known institutions, and near-perfect replicas of banking websites. It was nearly impossible to spot the illusion. And what's worse, this wasn't an isolated case. Between January and May of 2025, over $13 million USD was drained through this type of fraud, according to official financial watchdogs. But that's just the reported amount. Many victims never come forward. Shame is a powerful silencer. You might think, that would never happen to me. But what if the voice asking for help sounded like your son, your mother? What if it came from your own bank, listing your recent transactions and personal details? What if they told you your money was being stolen, and the only way to save it was to transfer it now? These criminals aren't begging for money in the digital streets. They're building entire realities, where everything feels authentic, and the only fake thing is their intention. If you're drawn to true stories that expose the dark side of wealth, subscribe now and hit the bell, because here, the truth always comes to light. The operation didn't start with a click. It started deep underground, in shadowy forums known as the financial dark web. In these corners of the internet, scammers don't just discuss tactics, they sell ready-to-use kits, databases with leaked identities, fake website templates, and even emotional manipulation guides. From this underworld emerged a group known as 404 Syndicate, named after the infamous page not found error. Ironic, since their victims would soon find nothing in their accounts either. Led by a disgraced former developer from a US-based fintech, the 404 Syndicate built a fraud ecosystem. It included coders, fake site designers, call center actors, and coaches who trained new recruits on exploiting emotional vulnerabilities. Their scams were adapted by age and region. Seniors received fake calls from Social Security. Younger victims were targeted through fake app alerts, student loan scams, and rideshare account issues. Each victim was seen as a mission, and the more money they had, the more personalized. The approach. What shocked authorities was the group's logistical precision. They used offshore servers, masked their tracks, and automated parts of the attack with AI. Algorithms decided when to strike, what platform to use, and how to apply emotional pressure. In one shocking case, a 72-year-old woman transferred over $8,000 in 3 separate transactions, thinking she was talking to a federal fraud prevention team. The calls sounded real. The voices, AI cloned with emotional tone matching. As complaints flooded financial institutions, banks hesitated. Many refused refunds, citing that the transactions were authorized. Outrage followed. Hearings were proposed. But the criminals were always one step ahead. While the media tried to piece it together, the 404 Syndicate evolved, targeting nonprofits and small businesses, always searching for the next digital vault to drain. Authorities estimate over 200,000 TALs. People may have been affected, directly or indirectly, but the true number is likely much higher, because fear leaves no trace. And as the money disappears, what remains is anger, shame, and the haunting question: how did I fall for this? If you made it this far, this story hit you. So comment what shocked you most and share this video. Someone out there needs to know that greed always collects a price. Investigations are ongoing. Federal agencies, banks, and cybersecurity units have launched joint operations to dismantle the 404 Syndicate and similar groups. Some leaders were captured, arrests were made, but for every network shut down, 2 more seem to rise. The issue isn't just the criminals, it's the system itself. A world where money moves at the speed of light and trust is built on icons. And brand names. All it takes is one breach, a leaked number, an exposed ID, a moment of fear, for everything to collapse. While lawmakers debate new regulations, millions remain vulnerable. Many don't even realize they've been hit. Others stay silent out of embarrassment. But perhaps the darkest part of the story isn't the money lost. It's the trust destroyed. The idea that any message, any call, any notification, even from your mother, your bank, or the government, might be a trap. The Pix Scam wasn't just a crime. It was a test, a psychological experiment that proved how unprepared society is for digital predators. It showed that, in the end, the weakest link isn't the system, it's us. So what do we take from this? That greed, when dressed as urgency and spoken with a familiar voice, can bypass any firewall, that no one is truly safe, and that the only true defense is awareness. If this story hit you, if it taught you something, if it made you stop and think, what if it were me? Then share it. It may just be one more click, but it could stop someone from losing everything, or losing hope. Because in the shadow of greed, only the truth can light the way.